Welcome back. So Jeff, this summer you're going to take, or this May I guess, you're going to take this long trip from London to Ottawa by wheelchair. So tell me about that. What's going to happen along the way?
Well, actually, yeah, I'm glad you're asking. I feel like I've been a major downer here tonight. The good news is that it's not all bad news. What I'm doing is I'm setting off on May 5th from City Hall here in London, and I'm taking off, and I'm going to be stopping communities all the way to Ottawa to raise awareness, but not just to raise awareness and not just to point out the problems, but to also start working for solutions. This is a problem that is very easy to solve. We can solve it. We can solve it as a community. So what I'm going to be doing is, as I stop in these communities along the way, is that I'm going to be meeting with people with disabilities. I'm going to be meeting with advocates in all these communities. And I'm going to be meeting with members of government as well to come together and start finding solutions that are going to work for each of these communities. Because every community is different. And this is really something that we as a community need to embrace. When all is said and done, these issues of transportation, it's not just the quote-unquote disabled that it's affecting. It's not this amorphous population. It's our brothers and our sisters, it's our moms, our dads, it's our grandparents, it's our parents, it's our husbands, our wives. These are the people. It's the people in our community. And Ontarians feel very strongly about their community. So we're going to get out there and we're going to say, okay, let's sit down and let's start brainstorming and let's start putting some solutions in place to get people moving together, essentially.
Well, it sounds really exciting, and I hope that it's very successful. It's a long ways to go, 750 kilometers. I understand you were telling me earlier that daytime is going to be on this, which appears in Rogers, is going to be giving regular reports. Is that right along the way?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to calling back and getting some contact with back home and find out what's going on in London and let you know what's going on for the road. I have a very an interesting travel history where I have this luck that I seem to run into the most ridiculous and crazy stories, everything from my wheelchair being returned to me in a million different pieces and running into random friends, and just crazy events happen. And so I'm excited to see, in a normal trip, when that type of crazy stuff happens, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in sort of an abnormal trip. It should be exciting, interesting, and something I'm never going to forget.
Well, best of luck. And we'll be watching with pride, I guess, as you make your way along, and certainly we hope that the cause that you're very courageously trying to bring attention to it certainly resonates with people. We'll be back with the last word in just a few minutes, or in just a few moments. Jeff Preston, our guest tonight, and you can watch his progress on daytime when he starts on May the 5th. The last word right after this message. Jeff Preston, who is just getting ready to take this long trek to Ottawa. I don't know what to say about this, Jeff, but Jeff was telling me at the break that his wheelchair will go at 10 kilometers an hour. So how long is it going to take you?
We'll be driving for 14 days, and each day we'll be driving anywhere from 4 to 7 hours during that period.
Wow.
So a lot of iPod.
Well, I hope it doesn't break down. I hope you don't have situations like you had on your trip to Europe, where somebody gave you your wheelchair back in many pieces, and I hope you have extra batteries too.